This is Trayvon Jones Conscious Talk Channel. Trayvon Jones Conscious Talk Channel. Do me a favor and press that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed to my channel. I want to talk about these illegal migrants and how there is nothing new under the sun. Now, you have a bunch of migrants coming into America right now. They're coming into America and they're flooding. Biden has opened that gate and has allowed all these migrants to just come in droves. And it is impacting not only so-called black people, but even white people, where white people are actually starting to say things like, you know, gee, it sure is expensive. I could barely pay my rent. The grocery store is expensive. It's amazing how when all these horrible things were happening to so-called black people, white people didn't give a fuck. It wasn't necessarily impacting them, so they didn't give a damn. And let's talk about white people and their history. You know, there was a time that they were immigrants too. And as far as I'm concerned, they're still illegal immigrants in America, as far as I'm concerned. And so are your children. Because it's amazing to me how the Webster's Dictionary in the 1800s can apply the original people of what we call America as coppered color. Those are the original people. Those are the first people. Now, all of a sudden, in the new dictionary, it's applied to the European people and their descendants, that they are the true Americans. So they came in and they stole our land right up from under us and basically used the pen to write us out. Basically, this is what they did. This is white European people's history in America. This is what they did. So when I get a motherfucker talking about, well, my grandfather and my great grandfather came on the Mayflower and they started from scratch and they pulled themselves up by the bootstraps, it's a bunch of fucking bogusness and it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Because the reality is, like Martin Luther King was trying to tell us, why they always focusing on his I Have a Dream speech, Martin Luther King, towards the end, was saying how all these white peasants from European countries came over and basically took our land from us, and how the government was giving them all of our land and was giving them money on top of it. The same shit that they're doing now with these Venezuelan people, these migrants, giving them money. The same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. Nothing at all. Nothing's new under the sun. This is what this government does. And Biden knows this. He knows the history of his own people. So now he's trying to replace his people because he knows that his people are their population has shrunk to shreds. So now they're trying to replace it because they just don't want so-called black people to be in power again. They want to keep black people subservient and up under other groups of people. This is what they want to happen. You have Europeans from Italy and from other places, and probably America too, all up in Africa. Now, these are illegal immigrants that ain't got no papers. They ain't even supposed to be in Africa, but they're there. But you got white people over here in America, quote unquote, white European Americans over here upset because these Venezuelans and these migrants are coming over here at alarming rates because Biden, someone that looks like them, is flooding America with them just in droves. Biden don't give a damn because Biden got his money and people like him have their money. They have enough money so that they will not be affected. But you have these people coming into our neighborhoods and they're hostile. They have horrible attitudes. They have bad attitudes. They think they're better than you. Coming over here with cell phones, they're getting cars, they're getting jobs, and within months, they're getting a driver's license, they're getting jobs, they're getting a place to live, they're getting cars, they're getting all these things within months. so-called black people, if this is not a wake-up call for you, I don't know what is. It's funny how we are always trying to get other groups of people to do right by us. We're always trying to get other groups of people to do right by us when we should be doing right by ourselves, for ourselves. We should be doing right for ourselves, not only individually, but as a group, for those of us who want to help build with each other. If this is not a wake up call, I don't know what is. Now, I know we've had other groups of people for hundreds of years mixing in with us, mingling in with us, separating us, and keeping us separated because for some reason, black people always want other groups of people's approval on shit. And it's amazing. You don't have Asian people over here waiting on black people's approval for a damn thing. They create and they build in our country, in our land. They have their own neighborhoods. In our land, in our country, they have their own fucking neighborhoods. But our so-called quote unquote neighborhoods are being ran by them. They come in building businesses, making money off of us. We don't even build businesses to make money off ourselves. And with all these companies now laying off, I mean, Google is laying off people like crazy. All that IT work that was available, well, you're going to have this replaced, by computers and AI and shit like that. It's going to be replaced. This is what's going to happen. So a lot of people that were getting these IT jobs and work from home jobs and all that kind of stuff, that's beautiful. But a lot of y'all are going to get laid off, and how they're laying you off is just logging you the fuck out. When you go to log in to go to work, your shit don't even work no more. You can't even log in to work. This is how Google is just firing people left and right. So why, as black people, we can't get it together and start doing what we need to do for not only for ourselves, but as a group, because we see what is going on around us. We have no allies. We have none. You have groups and groups of people coming into your neighborhoods, stepping all over you, trying to make you and continue to be an underclass in your own damn land, in your own land. But this is the history of European people. They always just take. We had an established land. We had buildings. We had, everything you can think of. We were trading and selling, and we had it going on here as the indigenous people of what we call America today. And then Europeans came in and saw how beautiful it was, and they just had to come in and ruin it and interrupt it some kind of way. And now you have the groups of people, the descendants of these people, letting all these migrants in. But then you have other European people in America who think that they are the true Americans, upset because look at all these, they're just taking from us. Y'all did the same thing. Your family did, your people did the same exact thing to so-called black people. So-called black people who are indigenous to what we call America today. Period. And point blank. So black people, we need to start getting on one accord, because if you can't see what is going on, I don't know what to tell you. This government don't like you. They ain't never liked you. They've changed your nationality I don't know how many times. Rewriting your history. Your history just starts from the color purple. And it's amazing to me, Martin Luther King just had a birthday, and, they did the little, parade and all that kind of stuff. And everyone who spoke was women. They didn't say anything nice about any men at all, any black men. Now, this was Martin Luther King's birthday and celebration of Martin Luther King. So shouldn't we be having some outstanding, accomplished black men that we are, speaking about, that we are uplifting? No, this was all about for women, black women, which was amazing to me. Just shutting the black man out altogether. But that's something we got to work on in our community. And we as black men need to learn how to separate ourselves from those who don't want to be with us. Whether it's our women in our own race, other men, simp ass motherfuckers raised by women and shit like that. We got to stop this shit. We got to stop this narrative. But we see what's going on right now, and we have to put an end to it by coming together. Period. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe and press that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. Share this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all on the next video. Peace out.